When you're in a relationship with a narcissist, now this might be somebody you're actually, you're married to, or they're your partner, somebody that's a family member, or somebody at work, say for instance, or in your social group, you will hear the certain phrases over and over again from them. And I'm just going to run through a few of them in no particular order. Now, the first one is, very common one, are you mad? No, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. No, you're the one, you didn't listen to me. I told you something last week. I told you, that my mum and my sister were coming over for dinner, and you've only just got food for you and I. No, sorry, I did tell you. And you'll be thinking, oh, no, did they? Did she really tell me that they were coming over? I don't know, but they will kind of, get under your skin, because that's what a narcissist wants to do. So telling you that you're mad or crazy is often one of the things that they will turn to straight away. They will also tell you, and this often happens when they've got something to do and they don't want to do it. Now, that might be a domestic thing, it might be a work thing. This is very common with a work thing. Or I'm thinking about one situation I had with a lady, and she used to have to organise the work's Christmas do, and she didn't particularly want to. It was no fun getting everybody to get the dates together, finding somewhere to go, looking at all the different dietary requirements, but she'd done it a couple of times, and somebody else had said, well, it's not fair that this lady does this all the time, we should share it out, let's do it alphabetically or something. And it just so happened that the office narcissist was the next in line to do it. My goodness me, this person, she couldn't have come over to the lady that I dealt with quick enough. Oh my God, you are just the best person at this. I don't know how to do it. Can you show me what to do? And eventually, of course, the original lady who had to do it all the time anyway was the one that ended up doing it, because the narcissist will tell you how great you are, how special you are, how wonderful you are at a certain task, because it stops them having to do it. And that's exactly what they want to do. They're very lazy and, controlling individuals. These are people that wouldn't have empathy for the blood, sweat and tears that you might go through to do something, because if you can do it and they don't have to, why on earth wouldn't they get you to do it? You're so sensitive. Now, that again is a typical narcissist phrase, because they will accuse you of sensitivity when it's something that they feel, but of course they haven't got the wherewithal or the insight to be able to deal with their sensitivity, so they just transfer it onto the next likely person that's going to receive it. And if you're in a partnership with somebody, boy, that is something you're going to be getting all the time. But remember, it's transference. And we could talk about counter-transference, how you send it back to them, but often that's a bit of a cul-de-sac, because, as I said, they don't have the insight. So that is something. And just because narcissists are saying this, remember, narcissists that want all the attention and the adoration and the control and the power, and they're looking for you to be their narcissistic supply. Just because they are saying all these things to you, it doesn't mean any of them are true. And you must remember that, because when you get bombarded with all these phrases and all these accusations all the time, sometimes you just kind of think, well, maybe it is me. Take it from me, the professional, it isn't. I'm not saying you're completely 100% marvellous and brilliant and exonerated in situations, but the amount of stuff that you would get from a narcissist, it really doesn't mean that, that's what's true. It's your fault. That's another one. Yeah, we didn't get the route right to that, place we were driving to. It's your fault. You were driving and I was meant to be telling you where you were going, but you didn't listen to me. It's your fault that we've ended up in the wrong place, or it's late, or it's dark and we've run out of petrol, or whatever it is. It's your fault. That's another famous one. You twist things. They like to say, again, this is transference, because they will take situations and twist them to their own advantage. So they will very much accuse other people of doing that if things aren't going their way. And by that, I mean they're not in what they believe to be the powerful and controlling situation. Back to the sort of you're mad. Another common one that will come off the back of that is, I think you need help. Have you ever considered seeing someone? Now, in my personal and professional experience, what I don't get really ever to see the narcissists unless it's kind of often a criminal situation, but that's another thing. I get to see the people that are the victims and the result of the narcissists. And we spend a lot of time talking about what's life and reality like for them, and just bringing back, an air of what their normality is, where their boundaries are. And once they get time to express and talk about that and think about that, and we should all have that opportunity, and even if it's just having a conversation in the comments below or finding a chat room to just talk to other people about, there's plenty of stuff out there. So please never think that you're alone, even though the narcissist might make you out to be the only person that walks this earth that is crazy, that does need help. You're not alone. So please remember, get some help out there. And accusing you of misremembering things, you know, I didn't do that, I didn't say that. And you could present them with the evidence. You know, I don't know, you said we'd meet at 12 o'clock and it's now 2 o'clock and you're not here. No, I never said 12. Yeah, but I've got it in your message here, in your text. It says definitely 12. Oh, no, that was one that I was going to send and I didn't mean to send, so I sent it as a mistake. They'll always have an excuse for their behaviour. That's what narcissists do. They will always have an excuse for their behaviour until you just kind of, you know, with a resigned drop of the shoulders, just kind of go, right, okay, let's just go on to the next one. But just remember, just because they are saying these things to you, you don't have to necessarily believe them. So that's the important things, you know, think about yourself in all these situations. Don't argue, because there's no point. You can present evidence and they will find an excuse to squirm around the evidence. You know, it's little wonder that politicians are just, you know, narcissists, you know, the other way around. A lot of narcissists become politicians, but because they have to toe a certain party line, there's not as many of them that you'd actually think that would become, but you know, they do tend to rise to the top. Set your boundaries, making sure that you have healthy, good, understandable boundaries. And if the narcissist is trying to push over your boundaries, just remember where they are. And it might just be sometimes boundaries in your head that you choose to say, I don't believe, or I choose to think, I don't believe what you're saying to me. But because the situation might be one of danger and violence towards you if you don't say the right words. And beyond that, you touch the authorities, you get out of those relationships. Sometimes you just need to let them think that you are going along with what they are. So always, your personal safety is always, and that's of other people, you know, your children's safety, for instance, is always really important. And make sure, as much as a narcissist will try and isolate you, please make sure that you do have your supports. It might be families, you know, you might have the narcissist in a family, so it might be there, or friends or something. But remember, there's stuff out there on the internet. Just look out there. There is stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and all the things that, you know, YouTube likes you to do. Till the next time, please keep safe and thanks ever so much.